Hello everybody and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. A lot has changed, It's very suddenly too. A new ship crash landed, and now we have a bunch of new people here. We have Nomi, we have Vase, I think his name was, we have Rex. Everybody is new and everything is exciting, there's so much to do. But there's still one person we've yet to meet, and apparently their name is Symbiosis. And I was told the best place to look for them is on the plains, so that's what we're going to start out with. My goal is to find him this episode. But I also want to upgrade some of our other skills because the challenges are getting tougher, so we want to try and keep up with that. But first, Dad wants to talk to us, so what's up? You overhear your dad talking to one of the other cultivators. He seems to be upset about something to do with the new governor and the people from Heliopause. When the other woman leaves, you have a chance to ask some of the burning questions you've had. Ah, who are those new people? Your dad looks startled and tries to muster a friendly smile. You overheard us, eh, kiddo? Listen, Yabby, he hesitates and looks around nervously, as if being afraid of being watched. You're just going to have to trust us adults on this one. There are things you're still too young to understand. I'm not too young! I thought the same about myself once, your dad says gravely. I was wrong. The Helios came here just like us, looking for a better life, he tells you. Some of them have had other reasons too, but now that they're here, we have to learn how to work together. When your mother and I were young, on Earth, we learned a hard lesson. He gives a grim smile. We learned a lot of hard lessons. One was that it's safer to be led by one dangerous person than to be attacked by an army of them. Oh, he lets that sink in. Another was that sometimes, when adults tell you not to worry, you should listen to them. Go on, enjoy your youth. You think I still have youth left, Father? So many people have died in front of me. Go get some of those new kids. I'm sure you'll find they're a lot like you. Before you could say another word, your dad is called back to work. There's still so much done to rebuild the farm and geophonics greenhouses, and you could see people from the Helio helping him. Maybe they aren't all that bad. Maybe not, but I do not trust the commander. There's just something about him. I don't know if he's a safe person. Rex hasn't gotten used to life on the surface yet. You remember your first year. Vertumna seemed so enormous, full of danger and mysteries. Well, it still does, but the shock eventually wore off. Rex still has that slightly bewildered look on his face every time he walks outside and the sunlight hits his face. It's so bright and warm. Hugs incoming! Rex folds you into his arms, bending his whole body to you. He smells warm and a little spicy, like clean sweat and sunshine. It's a good hug. The kind that makes you instantly just a little more relaxed. Aww. Rex gets all the hugs. Mars grabs your arm and hauls you somewhere a little more quiet. OMG, she says. So I was making out with one of the Helio kids. Don't make that face, Yabby, it's no big deal. And she said they're not allowed to use their nanoprinters for anything except uniforms? She holds her hand to her chest. Excuse me? No wonder they're so boring. Clothes are the window dressing to the soul, Yabby. Get into a debate. Mars would never stoop to using her fists to get her way, but she loves a good fight nonetheless. You ask her what she would have done differently if she'd been the captain of the Stratospheric when you landed, and her eyes go wide. She launches into a laundry list of shoulda wouldas, and whatever she says she would have done, you offer reasoning for why it wouldn't have worked. After a while of this, Mars is positively invigorated. Wow, you really thought all about this, didn't you? She says, cracking a little smile. You're totally right. It's a lot more complicated than just making decisions and telling people what to do. Thank you. It's so important to have people around you to keep me on my toes. She cracks her knuckles. Okay, but when I'm governor, I will do so much better than the adults can. I mean, you can't do worse than how it's been going so far. I'm trying to talk to the other kids more because I want to actually make friends. Friendship leads to excitement. Aw, Dee stands at the mouth of his drainer sewage hideout, his arm crossed as he studied the outside. Do you think they got in this way? He asks quietly. There's a grate further in. I haven't gone in there to check yet. Oh, I don't think so, buddy. At least not the faceless. The faceless definitely just burst through the wall, but the smaller ones, who knows? What about you, Vase? So, what do you do for fun here? Vase says, looking around. It's a little backwater, isn't it? A pokey little colony at the ass end of a wormhole? I don't expect much. Do you play cards? Darts? No? He sighs. I'm sorry, dude. Here, have a strange device. Oh, he likes it! Vase turns the strange device over in his hands. Know thy enemy, he says in a low growl. Well, no, not like that. I've had enough of fighting, Vase. Let's just get along with everybody, okay? Nomi! It's so cool your guys have people who aren't boys or girls too, Nomi says, twisting a long piece of their hair around their finger. Mom and Dad told me that sometimes people on old Earth didn't understand stuff like that, and your ship left Earth before, so maybe it was even worse then. They give you a bright smile, but they were worried for nothing. Everyone is so nice here. Ah, would you like a flower? Nomi looks a little surprised. You brought me a gift? They exclaim. Like, just because? OMG, Yabby, thank you! I love Nomi. They're so sweet. Alright, so 2, 7, 3, 32, 57, 48, 34, 34. I don't think I'm going to be able to 100% any friendships this year. Well, maybe not this game. Maybe my second time around, because I definitely know what gifts everyone likes now. But either way, I'm going to try and get as far as I can. It's good to see the rest of the colony finally appreciate the work we do here, Tang says. Certainly agriculture and infrastructure were necessary for our initial survival, but the attack last glow has made it clear that subsistence alone will not save us from the aliens. She clenches her fist. We need to be smarter than them. Maybe we could just talk to them? Why, probably not. We don't even know why they're attacking us. Nem looks around at all the new soldiers that arrived on the heliosphere. They look so cool, she mutters. Why didn't we act more like these guys in the first place? Because violence isn't the answer and it's just gonna cause more problems. Just wait and see. I mean, we're gonna see glow this episode, so we'll see for sure. You know what sucks? I bet it's probably gonna go really well. That's what I'm worried about. It's gonna go well, they're not gonna get through the wall, or else we'll be protected, and then everyone's gonna start to get too comfortable, and then the aliens are gonna attack again. That's what I'm worried about. Can I just wander out here now? No, I can't. Alright. I'm gonna go survey the plains. I want to find that person. And I'm not going back until I do. I have enough. I am not stressed at all, so we have plenty of time to look. And also I want to find gifts. Already got one. But I will skip all of the stuff that we've already seen before. If anything new pops up, I will let you know. It's a cloudy day. You hear the crash of thunder from somewhere nearby. Loud. Sounds like it's getting closer. Suddenly something oh, it's this! Alright, this time I'm going to stay calm and analyze its movement, because I couldn't do that last time. You watch the clouds, and as the next leg breaks through, you dodge it. It slams down where you'd have been with enough force to crush a boulder to dust. This creature is so unbelievably massive. You're like an ant to it. As it passes overhead, you marvel at how such a thing could even exist, and hope it never wanders any closer to your colony. Yeah, last time I saw that one, I couldn't escape it, and I almost got crushed, but the stranger saved me. Hopefully that means they're somewhere nearby. Nomi! What's up? You're over here! You heard Nomi shouting for help nearby? Run over there! You sprint to the sound of distress. Nomi seems to have fallen headfirst into some kind of Nomi-sized flower. Is it eating them? It's engulfed Nomi's upper torso, its petals pulsing as it pulls them down further. You could use your blast cutter to cut them out of there, if you could figure out what part of this creature could cut without hurting Nomi. Nomi's struggling and you hear muffled sounds of distress from the inside. You have to try! Save Nomi! We can't have another person die already, especially not Nomi! They don't deserve that! I will save you! 3, 2... Oh, you're gonna be fine! 3, 1... Whew! You delicately slice the lyre flower at the underside of the base of its flower, which you guess is the creature's neck. Up close it actually looks more reptilian than plant-like, just a little nick, and the creature coughs and convulses. Nomi spills forth in a flood of digestive juices. Ew, yuck, my outfit, stupid flower! Nomi stomps and shakes their fist at the flower, which lurches away on a fat, snake-like body. Oh, thank goodness! Nomi, don't scare me like that! I can't lose anyone else right now. Alright, we're too worn out and tired, but we made it pretty far. Hopefully after a month of relaxing, we'll be able to actually, check out the animals. But for now, it's Vertumnalia! The Vertumnalia Festival is a welcome day of normalcy in an otherwise chaotic year. Despite some lingering rivalry between the two factions, Vertumnalia is a chance for the Helios and Stratos to come together and appreciate the bounty of the planet. At least, that's what the adults say. As Governor Lum takes the stage to address the colony, you can't help but notice the crowd has segregated itself according to their ship of origin. Rex shoots you away from over on the Strato side, and Nomi makes a silly face. Vase is surrounded by other young soldiers, still looking sharp in their heliopause uniforms. With Dee standing beside you, you wonder if the two ships will ever feel like one colony. A fanfare plays over the square's announcement system. Lum's honor guard do a complex drill with their drone rifles. "Greetings, people of Vertumna," Loom says, his voice ringing out over the square. I'm making him like Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! "We may be far from our beautiful Earth, but we can still celebrate and be thankful for what we have here. We've worked so hard to save this belugged little colony from the brink of destruction, and we should be proud of our work." The Helios cheer. Your side of the square is more quiet. "I know some of you have been asking, Lum, how are you going to do it all by yourself? How are you going to run the colony, solve everyone's problems, turn this planet into a paradise, and look this good?" Loom strikes a pose to a smattering of polite applause. Oh god, you have such an ego! You really are Pegasus! "Well, I have the answer for you," he continues. "The old council made a lot of bad choices, like illegally leaving Earth, but I believe in second chances, so I've appointed the original department heads to my own council, Lum's Council 2.0. You better not disappoint me." He laughs and makes finger guns at the department heads at the foot of his podium. "Stay on your toes, Stratos." "I also want to promise everyone here today that we're going to make Vertumna safe for humans," Lum says. "The next time those bastard Xenos attack, we're going to blow them to so many little pieces there won't be enough left to wipe off our boots. We've already got the defenses," he says, gesturing broadly to the new, taller, thicker walls. "And we're building homes for everyone. Homes where people can raise children again, knowing that our military men and women are keeping us safe." Big cheers from both sides this time. Some of the colonists around you even have tears in their eyes, especially those who lost families in the last attack. Lum goes on for a while, lionizing the Heliopause's military strength and casting subtle digs at your failed colony experiment. Finally, the crowd disperses to set up the square for the afternoon festivities, some traditional and some new. At the tables, Aunt Anna and the kids are setting out spread for dinner. There's an unimaginable amount of food, thanks to the Heliopause's huge ration surplus and the piles upon piles of xenomeat from the hunting parties, for those who can stomach it. Anne is all smiles, clearly making an effort to move on as Lum mandated despite mourning the loss of her son Com. But not even the festive atmosphere can force a smile onto Nem's face. "I miss my mom." Cal hauls a massive tureen of stew onto the table. "Yeah, me too," he adds quietly. "She should have been here to see this. I think she'd be really proud of how hard we worked in geophonics." The chime sounds the announcement that the square is set up for the annual competitions. What do you choose this year? Oh, bake-off! Trivia, talent show. Let's do the bake-off. The bake-off is a new challenge this year in celebration of a great surplus of food. Today's theme is chili, spicy bean stew. Not pixie beans, though. Cal adapts a gourmet earth dish with alien ingredients. Challenge! It's gonna be a tough one. Actually, maybe not. 5, 4, 4. Let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh yeah, we got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Sorry, Cal. I win. You make a chili that's so perfectly balanced one of the judges cries, and not just from the spice level, you win the cooking competition. After the festivities, the mood on the colony is a lot lighter. You see people smiling easier, and often see mixed groups of Helio and Stratos socializing together. It feels like the first time people have actually let themselves relax. Alright, and that actually, got rid of some of our stress, so why not just run right out again? I'm going out! I don't know. Maybe I should explore in the valley? Because I've only been to I haven't been back to Vertigo Valley, so maybe I can relax and go to Vertigo Valley and see if he's there? Because it's gotta be somewhere. I really want to find him. Yeah, we'll go home. I think I will do something in the village. Or in the colony. I'll do something in the colony. Oh. Oh! You've been saved a few times from certain doom, or at least discomfort, and it can't have been a coincidence. Something, or someone, has taken an interest in you. You're being followed. You're beginning to get a feel for this place and its dangers, so the next time you hear the hiss-click of a nest of hungry snap bladders, you walk straight towards it, keeping an eye out for anyone watching you from the trees. There! Just as you think you're going to have to climb into the damn nest to get your savior to show up, you see a shadowy humanoid figure darting behind a tree. You make eye contact and you both freeze. His almond-shaped eyes widen in his not-quite-human face, and he slips away into the jungle. Track him carefully! Rather than rush after him, you use your tracking skills to carefully follow his path and sneak up on him. You pounce like a manticore, and the two of you tumble to the ground. You pin his arms. I found him! I found you! Oh my goodness! Oh my. Hello. I like your hair. You get a good look at his face for the first time. The long, delicate features, the odd tone of his skin, almost purple, and his glittering alien eyes. Before he can answer your questions, you jump off and back away. Who? What is he? He brushes off the dirt from his clothes and stands up tall. Very tall. You have to take another step back to get a good look at him. You catch a glimpse of pale purple wrist under his tattered black sleeves, delicate, like bird bones. I am a gardener, he purrs, and you are trespassing on my planet. Gardener? Now that you can see all of him, you confirm he's definitely not human. Besides the purple tint to his skin, he's also just constructed differently. Human but not. And taken as a whole, those little discrepancies add up to something that is decidedly alien. I mean, I don't know if that's true. Saying you're an alien, we're the ones who went to his planet. Technically, we're the aliens, right? But it's the only option I have. He laughs, a light and infectious chuckle that sounds more animal than human. It goes on for a bit too long. You think he might be poking fun at you. Actually, you're the alien here, if you think about it. You do think about it. He's right. He is! That's what I just said! He jumps onto a large rock and crouches, eyeing you thoughtfully. Let's make a deal, he says. He speaks with an odd inflection, putting the wrong stress on things, but the words themselves come easily enough to him. I'm not supposed to talk to you, he says. It's against the rules. But since you've caught me, I can grant you one wish. He smiles mischievously. Is this a joke? I wish to know more about you. I've been looking for you for a while. He gives you a sly look. In time, Yabby. How do you know my name? I hope we... He pauses, his eyes unfocused for a moment. He stares ahead, unblinking. Then he slowly stretches like a cat and stands up. Well, this has been fun, but I'm afraid duty calls. He doffs an invisible hat towards you. My name is Symbiosis, by the way. Or Sim, if you like. He jumps behind the rock and disappears. Literally, he disappeared. You search all around and can find no trace where it might have gone, or how. Stars, you just met an alien! Oh my god! Oh, it's Sim! I found him! I found him! I found him! And he's hide! It's you! You're following an animal path through the underbrush when a change in the ambient noise makes you stop your tracks and listen. You get the feeling you're not alone. By now you're used to the feeling of being watched. I know you're there, Sim. You are answered with silence, and you have a fleeting that if you're right, you probably sound pretty cool. And if you're not, and you're talking to yourself in the jungle like an idiot, at least there's no one around to see. A tall form steps out casually from behind a rock. Why, hello again, says Sim, smiling. He bows to you like a courtier, a gesture that looks perfectly elegant on him, but nonetheless carries a deep sense of still being an alien. You take a chance to get a good look at him. He's like a human, but not. Not just genetically enhanced, he's a whole different species. An alien, a gardener, whatever that means. It's a lot to take in. You look. He puts a finger to his chin in an exaggerated expression of contemplation. Like a wide-eyed sugar bug. His hair slithers around the sides of its head like it's trying to get a better look at you. You find your voice and croak. Huh, why can't I click that one, I wonder? I haven't told anyone about you? Well, of course I haven't. I'm still here. Why do you keep following me? Because, my sugar bug, you're about to stumble into a nest of young snap bladders. I thought you might need rescuing again. Sure enough, you realize you can hear their mewling up ahead. Even the nestings can be deadly in numbers. And with that warning, I believe my job here is done. Sim purrs and turns to leave. Wait! You call out to him, but he disappears into the forest without a trace. No, I just want to talk to you! Oh, I can give him something. He's a gardener. What would he like? I dreamed you'd come today, Yabby. Oh! I'm falling fast! Would you like a flower? Sim examines your gift in great detail and asks various questions about where and when you found it. He hums to himself as he turns it over in his hands, a broad smile on his face. Remarkable, Yabby. Just remarkable, he says, as he hands it back to you. You are truly the most thoughtful of gift givers. I have enjoyed your presents to the fullest. You try to explain that he can keep it, but he just smiles again and shakes his head. He likes yellow flowers! Oh my goodness! You're so cool! How have I fallen in love with this character in like 2 seconds flat? I'm sorry, Dees. I found someone else. Dees is still my bestie, but I think I want to go for Sim this run. Oh. I forgot I went this way. Oh, he's so cool! How do I see him again? Do I just need to keep coming out? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. I don't know if there's anything else I can do with him right now, but I'm definitely gonna come back. Alright, go home. Oh, I'm so happy we met him! You guys have been trying to get me to find him forever. I'm so happy I finally found him. Alright, it is late dusk. I think I'm going to relax, and then we're going to do something in the colony, and then we'll go out and look for Sim again. I want to talk to Sim more. Sim! Oh, we're already at 20 with them. Holy frickle frackle. That's really good. But you know what I like more than friendship? I have immediately fallen in love with this character, and I have no shame. No shame. Dees! You and Dees are sitting at the tailgate of one of the expedition vehicles, shelling bobber seeds with your teeth and spitting the hard bits onto the ground. Now and then, one of you points out something funny a passing surveyor does, or spots something under the mush trees. This is the easiest way to talk to Dees, by not talking at all. Dees has always been like this. Being isolated from the other kids has made him thoughtful. Out of everyone, you think Dees might understand about Sim, be able to keep a secret. Do you tell him? Oh. I mean, I don't know. I do trust him. I trust Dees more than anyone. I trust him. You tell Dees that you saw something interesting when you were out on an expedition. Dees perks up immediately, turning to look at you. Yeah? He asks. What? I met an alien, Dees. His jaw drops and his face goes an interesting color. You're worried for a moment that he's going to be upset with you for teasing him, but no way. Dees hisses, leaning in. But I met an alien too. Yabby, what was yours like? Like us, but an alien? You describe Sim, his long dark hair, his big blue eyes, his faintly purple skin, the way he never seems to answer any of your questions. Dees stares at your face. Wait, you met Sim too? You nod, and Dees' hands fly into the air. He said that he met another human kid, but he didn't say who it was. It was you this whole time. He made me swear I wouldn't tell anyone else, Dees says earnestly. It's a weird expression on him. He said if other humans found out about the gardeners, we'd all be in a lot of danger. So, we could talk about Sim, but we have to keep it a secret. This will be our secret. Dees nods, looking serious. Good, he says simply, then repeats it. Good. You go back to shelling bobber seeds in silence, watching the colony go about its business. Oh, you know, I'm not actually that surprised that Sim has spoken to Dees. Because after all, Dees is like me. He's been out exploring the whole time. He's got an interest in aliens. It's not that surprising that Sim would be looking out for him too. I actually think it's cool. Dare you to go to a restricted area! You dare Dees to explore the creepiest, darkest part of the engineering, deep down where even Chief Engineer Instance never goes, under the recycling room where they say there are ghosts. You set the mood, then sneak around behind him, put your holopalm, a flashlight under your face, and shout, "Boo!" He rolls his eyes. Yabby, think about it. If there were ghosts on this spaceship, one of them would be my mom. Oh, yeah. You guess that would scare a normal person, but Dees still isn't scared of anything. Alright, and then to finish off, here is one of your favorites. There we go. Raising our friendship. 67, nice. You pass a group of soldiers from the heliopods leaving the garden. One of them eyes you with disdain, but the rest ignore you. Inside, Cal is scowling as he rakes up a planting bed. His expression softens when he sees you, but not by much. Hey, Abby, he says. Did you see those jerks? They're always sniffing around here, trying to start a fight with me. I think their leader's that mouthy kid, Vase? He leans one arm on his brake. Whatever, joke's on them. I ain't gonna play their little soldier games. Good for you. Screw them. And Vase. I don't know how to feel about him yet. Let's see. Let's help my dad with the animals. Your dad is helping two bristlebugs who have gotten tangled on each other while, well, maybe they were wrestling. Your dad doesn't want to go into the details. He hefts up the larger one and you carefully pull apart their bristling spikes, being careful not to get jabbed yourself. 10 minutes later, they're back at it again. Your dad shrugs. The heart wants what the heart wants, I guess. Crystal for you. What would Rex like? Rex surveys the reconstruction efforts with a thoughtful look on his face, with melts away when he sees you and smiles. Hey, Gabby, he says. I'm thinking. We should put a pool over there? Ooh, how about a dance floor with giant booming speakers and blinking lights and a disco ball? Do you think he would like mushwood logs since he's a construction guy? Oh, he does! Rex shoots you a shy smile. Nothing a dog likes more than a stick, right? Well, I was thinking more construction, but sure, that too. Also, I want another hug. Give me a hug. Again, Rex laughs, but wraps you in a great big bear hug all the same. Sorry, I read it before I read it aloud, but he's legit going, damn, you live like this? You're mean. Let's see. Boop, boop. Oh! You spot Tangent leaning against the wall outside engineering. She's yawning, rubbing her eyes, and staring off into space. She startles as you walk by. Oh, and Yabby, I was just taking a short break. Yawns are infectious. I think if I ask if she's tired, she's gonna get defensive, so I'm just gonna join in. Did you stay up all night too? She asks. I don't even remember when I slept last. Might have been a few days ago. You haven't slept in 2 days? More like 3, she replies, then pauses for another jaw-cracking yawn. But as I said, I'm tired. Even my enhanced body has limitations. You look at her quizzically. I don't need to sleep as much as other people. It's a genetic what's-it, she says groggily. You know, a DNA enhancement. I guess sometimes I even forget to do it. I should set myself a reminder. Hollow, add to schedule, sleeping, nightly, 2300 for 3 hours. Her hollow palm emits a tone in response. Tangent nods sleepily. That should do it, she murmurs. Her eyes are practically closed. Let's find her a place to take a nap. Tang follows you obediently to the engineering wing, too tired to protest. You slip into a medbay to grab a blanket and a pillow off the shelf. By the time you return, Tang's already fallen asleep, curled up in an egg chair in the waiting area. You gently place a blanket over her, and she hums happily, before going slack with much-needed sleep. Good. You need sleep! Speaking of relaxation, I should probably follow the lead. But I'm gonna relax with Dees. Can we relax on the wall still? I actually don't know. It will be interesting to see because this is the first time relaxing with Dees since... Let's see, can I relax on the walls? You're sort of half-heartedly scouting by walking along the walls when you come across what looks like a little memorial shrine. Oh, I've seen this before. I've seen this one before. I'm just gonna not... Okay, one duplicate when drawn. I'm gonna get rid of this one because I have enough duplicates going on already. Alright, where would be the best place to... Oh, hey! You guys are next to each other now. I don't know how I... Nem? Nem fiddles with her personal defense blast cutter. Never thought I'd actually be using one of these, she says quietly. Guess we all gotta be ready to defend ourselves now. Oh no. I do wonder what Tammy would be doing if she was here. You know? Oh! It's her birthday! Well, I've had a better birthday gift this year, but I admit, this crystal is pretty fabulous. I'll add it to my collection. Oh dang, I did not know that! Hug, hug, hug. Aw yeah, Rex exclaims, wrapping you in a strong bear hug. Even lifts you off the ground a little. Yeah! We're raising those friendships quickly. Where's Nomi Nomi? They must have moved because of the rain. New months? New moves. Oh, Nomi Nomi's not here with Dees. I'm sure Dees is loving that. I don't even know where to look for Sim. Should I just go to where I went before? That'd probably be a good place to start, right? Sim! A handful of seed pods clatter to the ground at your feet, and you look up. Sim waves his fingers at you. Hello, he says, a Imagine meeting you here. I brought you another flower. I want to be your friend. Let's be friends. Let's be more than friends. I don't know what to do now. Do we want to meet him in another place? Can you show up in other places? I don't know. You guys will have to let me know what to do about Sim. Like, what's the best way to raise our friendship with them? Because I really like him and I want to spend more time with him. But I'm not sure if, like, this is the best place to do it, if that makes sense. Is there, like, other places we can go to see them? I would like to know, so let me know. But I think we are gonna leave this area, and we're gonna stay in the colony for the rest of the year, because an attack is coming. And I would rather like to not have to lose anyone this year. I think I'll try and raise my engineering and maybe my toughness? Or creativity. Yeah, engineering and creativity. Alright, we're in Midwet. We're gonna do cooking. Oh! Avoid blocking events. Slide all path blocking explorer events. Ooh. Heck yeah! Oh my god, my perception is god tier. This says 2 creativity. 2 empathy too. That's bravery. Friendship with Nomi Nomi. This doesn't give us any friendship. Let's still do the kitchen. On the ship, 3/4 of your calories came from the dense cubes of dried starches and proteins, rehydrated by soaking them in hot water. The glucose tablets were your favorite, faintly sweet and dusty tasting. The cooks would mix the ration paste with real vegetables into a kind of gruel that was only slightly better. You didn't have real food except on the yearly Feast of Thanks, so you didn't have much to compare it to. Cooking on Vertumna is a lot more creative. You get to try out a lot more methods and a lot more ingredients. Sometimes you make something delicious, and sometimes you don't. But at least you're not eating soy gruel all the time. That's true. Let's see. 8, 4, 4, 2, 2. Nice. Alright. Let's see if there's anyone to chat with. Should I go look for Sim again? I want to, but I don't know if that... You know, I don't know. I really want to talk to them again, but I'm not sure. Oh, Dees! You leave the front gates and see Dees talking to one of the senior surveyors. He listens intently to their instructions, and the surveyor hands him a satchel of instruments and claps him on the shoulder before walking away. Dees turns to you. Hey, Abby, he says. He hikes the satchel on his shoulder and gives you a shy smile. It's still kind of weird to be out loud outside the walls. Remember when we used to sneak out? Dees' eyes crinkle at the corners. It was so easy to avoid Chief Surveyor Tonin, he says wistfully. He ducks his head. Too bad he's dead. He was really nice to me. What's the weirdest thing you've seen? Dees looks up at the sky with a thoughtful look. There's this big rock in the western ridges that's almost totally flat on top. When I get near it, it makes me feel happy? He smiles. It's so strange. It's really hard to leave. The first time I went there, I laid on top of it for so long I almost missed the transport back. I know it's my job, but I haven't told anyone about it yet, he says. I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like it wants to be kept secret. Sounds kind of romantic. The isolated place makes you feel good? Yeah. Dees blinks at you, like the thought truly hadn't crossed his mind. He frowns. I guess, he says, as if the words taste bad in his mouth. Dees looks pretty busy, so you say goodbye and let him get back to his work. You'll have to let him keep some of his secrets. For now. Huh, Dees' secret. Interesting. I know I said I wouldn't flirt with him anymore, but like, I want to date Sim, but I don't know how. Should I go out looking for him again? I don't know. Screw it, let's do it. Oh! Let's try and look nearby. Oh! Sim is out here! By the way, look at the cool perception. When you have high perception, you can just go past everything. It's so cool! Sorry, I wasn't saying anything because I didn't know if I was even gonna find him out here, and then I was just gonna do some stuff and grab some stuff so I wouldn't come back empty-handed. Sim! Sim! You're everywhere! Don't worry, I'll go through and grab some stuff before I leave. You're sitting on a hilltop eating a sandwich when Sim strolls casually out of the jungle, the bushes barely stirring as he brushes past. He sits down close to you, crossing his elegant legs beneath him on the bare ground. He watches you intently, without saying a word. Hello, Sim. He looks like he's choosing his words carefully, considering what to say. Finally, he simply replies, Hello, Yabby. He nods towards your lunch. Good lunch? Would you like some? He takes a piece and tries it, chewing it thoughtfully and quietly. He replies, his face neutral. What's in it? Zucchini. It's a vegetable from Earth. You explain to Sim that zucchini is boring, but about the only thing that grows well here, and the bread is made of grain that grows in geophonics, which is fed through a grinder to make flour and then mixed with yeast and salt and baked in an oven. Sim is riveted. What else? There's mayonnaise? Sim mouths the word mayonnaise silently. What is that made of? Oil and water emulsified by soy protein. You explain that would normally be made with eggs instead of soy protein, but the decision was made long before you were born that the colony would rely more on plant-based proteins to avoid the ecological burden of caring for domesticated animals on board the Stratospheric. Sim nods intently. And why do 2 pieces of bread instead of 1? Why does the bread go on the outside? Because... Wait, why do you care? It's just that you humans are so fascinating, Sim blurts out. He blinks and straightens his shoulders. It's just that my people conceptualize time on quite a different scale than humans. So we're rather boring, or no, predictable is more the correct word. It lends itself to a far lesser degree of chaos. He smiles. Humans, though, now you are rather a chaotic species, aren't you? In only one short generation, you completely reinvented your society to adjust to life on another planet. Novelty of something of a novelty in a stable system such as this. He picks He picks at the frayed hem of his clothing. Why, even this is new. I have no need to cover my body for protection, and certainly feel no social or moral obligation to. He extends his arm, preening. How did I do? Do you have anything that needs covering? Sim blinks rapidly and smiles. Well, that is an interesting phrasing. Regardless of what is under my clothing, the phrasing of your question implies that I would feel a need to cover it. And the answer to that question is no. I do not feel I need to cover anything on my body. He folds his hand in his lap. Perhaps it is not the answer you crave, but it is the one you deserve for the time being. You have a million questions for Sim. How does he speak your language? Where did he get those clothes? How did he know your name? Sim only holds up his hand with a wistful smile. I would answer your questions if I could. I'm afraid, however, that is simply not the time. What is your earth saying? The trees have ears? He rises to his feet, not bothering to dust himself off. I like the feel of those words in my mouth. Your language is so beautifully complex. You watch Sim walk down the hill and disappear into the trees, as if he'd never been there at all. Not even the grass is bent in the place he sat. You're so cool! I like you a lot! My favorite human! Yes! Does flirting raise friendship at all? 40? Oh my god, yes! So maybe I need to keep tracking him down is what's going on, because I'm going to different places every time. Oh no, but it's late wet. All right, we'll have to do this next year then. I'm recording another episode right after this, I have time. Maybe. First I'm gonna go through and actually grab some stuff. Oh, what's this? You've spent so many days and weeks exploring. Some days you feel like you've seen it all. Although you haven't gone very far from the colony, you have your favorite places and you're heading to one of them right now. You like it because only you know how to find it, or it's thrilling to get there. What could I raise? I mean, my perception is off the charts, so let's raise bravery. Because, I mean, let's be honest. Do I really need more perception? I am a god of perception. Let's see. 5, 4, 3, 1, 5, 5, 8, 3. Who even cares at this point? I'm gonna get it anyway. Yeah! Shouldn't get too cocky. Probably not. You have to cross a fallen log over a deep ravine to get there. Today you make it across, controlling your fear and walking steadily without shaking. There it is! You arrive at the orchard of bobberfruit. The sweet, citrusy smell wafts from the red fruit as it bounces enticingly up and down at the edge of long branches. You check carefully for animals. You've seen a territorial bushbub here before, but it looks like the coast is clear. You can pick and eat at your leisure. Oh, nice! Oh! I didn't expect him to show up! You stop for lunch, eating an earth tree grown from your own greenhouse, a watermelon, nice and sweet like more solid potato pod. You munch away, spitting out the seeds. Suddenly, Sim materializes out of the tree. Hello, Yabby. Is that a new... Oh, what are you doing? He bends down and picks up a small black pip. This is its seed, correct? Yabby, this is an earth plant. It doesn't belong here. He pops the seed into his mouth and crunches it between his teeth. Not to play park ranger, but it is my job after all. I'll apologize. You promise him you'll pay more attention next time. Got perception. Once again, not that I needed it. Alright, so he doesn't like the earth stuff being out here. Maybe that's the thing of the gardeners. Alright, let's go home. Alright, it's time for glow. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Because now we have the Helios here. And we also have Sim. Do we really want to attack things? I don't know if Sim would be happy about that. Yes, I am simping, okay? Simping. Get it? I may just have to relax. Especially because who knows what the heck's about to happen. She is following him around. I don't like that. I don't know, I'm worried she's gonna get, like, she's gonna start, I don't know. I know that she becomes a soldier because we saw that at the beginning of the game, but we gotta be ready. They could come at any, oh, honey. See, I don't know, Nem. I don't know if it's safe to be around him. He seems a little intense. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna relax in the gardens with Cal. And then we'll see what happens from here. Or should I relax with Deese? I'm gonna relax with Deese. Sorry, Cal. Maybe next playthrough. The view from the wall during glow is absolutely breathtaking. The wormhole seems to smother the sky like a swirling jewel-toned bowl pressing down on the gloom. Everything in the wilderness is lit up and seems to breathe in and out with the planet, like one living creature made of stars. It's beautiful. You could almost forget how dangerous it is. Oh, here we go. I'm nervous. Oh no! You're relaxing in your quarters with your dad when you hear the colony siren. The enemy is here. Your dad looks up from his novel. Huh, seems early this year. We should head to the shelter in the lounge. Absolutely not! You've been drilling on new evacuation procedures for the past month. There's no need to be a hero now that there's so many new soldiers from the Helio. It's probably best you just follow your instructions and head to the lounge with your dad. Nope! You muster up with the rest of the defense force at the gates. Rhett and Lum are arguing about what tactics to employ. Lum keeps trying to rally the soldiers with a heartening speech about giving it everything they've got. All the drones, all the explosive, and Rhett keeps coming in. We don't need to take any big risks, Rhett insists. It's a smaller attack, and we have more than enough plas rifles and turrets. We should save our other resources for when we do need them. Why do things halfway? Lum exclaims. We need to get in there and kick their asses back to the goo they came from. We need to show people that we have everything under control for morale. Rhett tries one more time to wrest control of the forces back from Lum, but Lum cuts him off. Fire the explosive rounds, he orders. Arm the charges. Shells scream through the permanent night, followed by explosions you feel vibrate up your boots. The Helios are unfazed, but you and the other Stratoguards exchange nervous looks. You hear yelling, then another boom as the secondary explosions detonate. The baying of bloodthirsty animals reaches your ears, and then... Lum holds a finger to his hearspeak. Great work! Just the stragglers incoming. Open the gates! Oh, dang it. This is what I was worried about! Oh, hey, Sim. I feel so bad! It's just that... What's the point of all this? We're just gonna make enemies for ourselves, aren't we? It's dangerous. And I don't want Sim to be mad at me. After all, maybe the gardeners are the one causing this. You face off against the lesser Xenos, some of the kind of finned semi-aquatic thing already half dead and limping doggedly through the gates. It's almost comical how easy it is to stun and kill it. By the time you're done, the other soldiers have dispatched the rest of the creatures. Smoke drifts in from the battlefield from the explosions, an acid scent of triumph. After the attack, Lum gathers everyone in the lounge and holds a big celebration for the soldiers. There's feasting and drinking and songs of valor, and as the party goes on long into the night, some drift away in pairs, or more. Mars and Rex keep the dancing going. Even Nem seems to relax, especially when the other cadets invite her to drink with them. Tonight, everyone seems convinced that this victory means the colony will be safe forever. Maybe it will be. You sure want to believe it too. It's not going to be that easy, though. It's not. There's no way. Oh, man. I just have a feeling. Oh, we're 16. Oh, we only have 3 years left. Sim! We found Sim, though, and we're definitely going to hang out with them more next time. I want to talk to them more, and I think the best way to do that, we have not been to the Valley of Vertigo in a while, so we should check there for them, and we should also go to the Ridges. Those are both things we're going to do next time, and now that I have my perception all the way up, seriously, this is a god tier perk, everyone. Raise your perception. I can just avoid everything and look for him, which will be awesome. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. Next year, we'll see what happens next. But until then, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Remember to take care of yourselves, simp for sim, and have a good day.